Maureen's at work, the girls are at camp. It's just me and Freddie at the moment, but I'm about to head into the office because I have a lot to do today, a lot of follow-up stuff like that. Definitely a busy Friday ahead of me. But Freddie, be a good boy. Be a good boy, are you scared? I think he's a little shy. He's a little camera shy. But Freddie. Completely forgot about a Zoom call I had this morning, and it is in 10 minutes. I'm wearing the t-shirt. I'm gonna be on camera, so I'm gonna try to, I have some tubs of clothes here from, you know, just overflow and things like that. Or like summer stuff or winter stuff, whatever. I'm gonna kind of purge through that real quick and see if I can come up with a collared shirt. Okay, definitely a little tighter than I'd like it to be because it's an older shirt and I'm not down to my fighting weight yet, but it'll have to do. Wrapped up my Zooms for the day and everything, and it is Friday, so it's starting to taper off a little bit, but one thing I want to talk about today was gear and simplification. To be efficient and consistent at anything, you gotta have some kind of process in place. For example, in business sometimes, if there's too much red tape, you have to ask too many people to make a decision, sometimes nothing gets done. If there's processes in place that empower employees, they can make a decision and move on, then you're gonna have an efficient system in place. When it comes to vlogging and gear and everything else, I've been going back to the other vlogs and looking at what were my pain points. The other day I made the video about driving with a colleague and traveling that way. One other thing I was really looking and focusing on was the process after I was done filming different pieces of content. What it came down to was I really looked at my gear, how I pack things, all that kind of stuff, kind of did an analysis of all that. And at the end of the day, one of the things that took the longest was transferring from different SD cards and all that kind of stuff and getting the footage all put in one space, and the rendering time. So that's, you know, the time it takes from once you edit the video to make it, squish it all into one video and then upload it to YouTube. Really what all that came down to was the gear and stuff I used in that process. And what I was trying to do is every time a new piece of gear came out, I was trying to, oh man, that looks really cool. I could do something cool in the vlog with that gear. You invest in it, you go out, you get it, you use it, and then maybe down the road you kind of, I don't know if this is necessary. You know, I don't think I need this, but it's cool to have and I love it for a little bit, but there's just certain things where after a while, too much gear can actually be a hindrance in my opinion. If you have too much stuff, you're trying to utilize all these different things like, okay, I need this drone footage, I need this GoPro footage, I need this, I need that, I need blah, 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 and it keeps going on until all of a sudden you kind of lose sight of the story, the video. It's taking too much time, you're falling asleep trying to edit it, and if it's boring to you while you're editing it, chances are it's boring to the audience. Let me show you what I'm talking about when it comes to gear. So there's a few more things. I still have some other stuff, but I mean, you kind of get the picture. What I'm showing is, after a while, you think all the gadgets, all the gizmos, all the cool stuff is gonna just improve everything, when at the end of the day, what's gonna improve everything is practice and storytelling and getting better at those kind of skills. This stuff will enhance your videos at a certain level and a certain point. When it comes to vlogging though, and this time around, I'm trying to simplify this. So what I'm really trying to break it down to is this right here, which is pretty basic, obviously, compared to all the other stuff. What I want to be able to travel with and work with is what you see right here. And the camera that you're looking at right now, and the microphone you're hearing with right now, the lens you're looking at, one additional lens, cell phone, pouch to carry it all, GorillaPod to hold the camera and utilize it as a tripod in hotels and all that fun stuff, and then a faster laptop. By breaking down the process and only having these tools at my disposal, it does a lot of things. Number one, I'm only pulling from basically two different camera sources, the card in that camera and my iPhone. By switching to a faster laptop, especially switching to a Mac in my case, when I went back to the original vlogs, and one of the pain points was trying to transfer footage from my iPhone to a PC, to a Windows unit. And even though it was a fast Windows laptop, they did not like each other. Whenever I tether them together, try to use a cloud service, whatever, it would take sometimes an hour and a half, 2 hours just to figure out how to get like 3 or 4 clips from my phone onto my PC. Now, because of the magic of AirDrop, I can have my videos from my iPhone onto my Mac in roughly 3 minutes, 4 minutes at the most, and it makes the process 10 times easier. Sometimes we get so stuck in routines and this is the way I've always done it and things like that, and we don't sit back and evaluate like, there's probably a better way to do this. And that's what I'm trying to do, not just with vlogging, but with anything. Like, how do I save time here? How do I save an hour of transfer time? How do I not worry about that crazy sea of gear and focus my time and efforts on a better story and just a better edit and those kind of skills? Now, I'm also not gonna lie to you, I love gadgets and gear and all that stuff. And there will probably be GoPro shots and drone shots and all that kind of stuff at some point, if it's gonna offer something to the story. But for the most part, I look at some of my favorite YouTubers and things like that, and they pretty much can get away with one main camera and then a secondary shooter in order to make an entire video. Bottom line, simplify the process in order to get more efficiency and consistency. I'm all wrapped up here at the office and it's Friday, but I have to head out to a very special performance. So my daughters have been at this musical / Broadway camp all week, and throughout the week they were given parts early on in the week, learned their parts all through the week and rehearsed, and now tonight is the actual performance. And my oldest daughter did one of these before, and I didn't know what to expect going into it, but I was blown away at how good in 1 week, all of a sudden you watch these kids and it's like, they put in the work. They really put in the work and take pride in it. So really looking forward to that. Gonna head to the theater, meet up with Maureen. Maureen and Elliot will be in the audience with me watching the girls, and yeah, just kind of a fun end to the week. One thing I'm gonna do before I go there though, I just thought of it, I'm gonna go grab 2 bouquets of flowers. That way after the show, I think that's like a customary theater thing to give the actors and actresses flowers. So I'm gonna grab some flowers to head to the theater. Hopefully I make it in time for showtime.
And to think, none of it would have happened if somebody hadn't followed their impulse. Yarr!
Hello! Where's Nato? Oh, Nato! Great job, President.